And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. Getting the nod on the mound, Tanner Bybee. What's the word on him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
In there at the knees for a strike. Foul ball there. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside with a breaking ball. Next pitch inside. 3-2 now.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Here comes a 3-2. On the ground. It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Happ gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
King Tuck goes down on strikes.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Bybee checks over to first, and he's back. Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki.
Inside,
just missed. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at first, one away. Next pitch is downstairs. And a curve misses outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the righty deals. Ripped on a line. He's got it. And there's two away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Michael Busch stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. There's a swing and a drive. And that is gone. That one felt good. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2 balls.
2 outs, base is empty. Inside 3-2 the count. Caught him looking for the K. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And towing the slab here, Shota Imanaga. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
And here is Stephen Kwan. Fastball is outside.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Kyle Mansardo, the next to hit, takes outside. Shota, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Next offering upstairs.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Swing and a foul out of play. Manzardo, the lead runner, out at second. Ramirez over at first with one away. And ball one. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tucker makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Lane Thomas now. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That misses, and it's 1-1. 2 on, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike. That one is upstairs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Guardians strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. Back here in Cleveland. And now here is Nico Horner. Bybee back to work. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one hammered. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. It's 3-zip.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now the third baseman, Gage Workman. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Runner at second, nobody out. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is high. Throw to third. He's safe. On the ground, right side. One away as the second run of the inning scores. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Amaya, 25 years old, and he was born in Panama. To third. Throw on to Santana. That's it out. Ian Happ up to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. And there's a ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Splits the plate, and the count 1-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That's in there, and that's strike 2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians nothing. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. Just missed.
Inside. That's a ball.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Happ ranging back on it. Onto the home run porch and left, gone. He made him pay for that one, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And now, Jhonkensy Noel. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled away. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Bo Naylor at the plate
Inside
now.
ball.
First pitch misses. Outside corner, there's a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 1 out, base is
1 ball,
empty.
2 strikes. Ball, that's just out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
0-1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off. This to third. Whips it across, and that will end the inning. This homer brings the Guardians a bit closer. It's now 4-1. Back after this on the show. New inning getting started. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So a man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 so far.
Oh, that's low.
Squirts away a little bit. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Upstairs.
2 balls, no strike.
Next
That's
offering
ball
is
3.
downstairs. And there's the automatic. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. No outs. Runner on second.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Bush batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Dansby Swanson stands in. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1, no strikes. Tucker stands at second with 2 gone. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. That one missing inside. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. In the air, right side. Noel makes the grab on the run. Cubs strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that misses. And that is ball one. That one missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 the count.
And that's down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Popped up. Workman makes the catch for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Rip towards third. Slings it across, and that ends the inning. Guardians lead 1, and they trail it 4-1. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Fought off foul. Next offering is fouled back. Cut out and missed. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Workman in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that one upstairs.
No strike.
just off the inside edge.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
One down. Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. First time up, he grounded to third. Just missed. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron preparing to come on if needed. Sewald also throwing. Throw over to first. Workman back on a dive. Workman leads off first with one away. Ground ball right side, could be two. Quick feed to second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians 1. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Lane Thomas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And another ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first, nobody out. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul straight back.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Runner at first with no outs here. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Inside. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Two balls, no strikes to count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Tim Herron.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ, 1 for 2. Aaron,
Oh,
a
that's
tall
out.
lefty. He throws a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Center field. One away. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. And the first
Ball
pitch
one.
misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And that's
That's ball
downstairs and outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
No, that's down.
And there's ball
Ball
four.
4. First base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So man aboard, Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On to Santana. 2. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians 1. Here in Cleveland, and here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Just missed. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. And Naylor swings through that one.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Rocchio, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
A little bit low.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can
One
get
ball,
through
2 strikes
one more
again.
inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Guardians trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Kwan stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two outs. And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back now at Progressive Field. Now at the plate, Michael Busch. Herron back to work. Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. He is struck out and he is walked. The shortstop takes the ball. Right through there for a strike. That one not close. And it's 2-1. And that's in the dirt.
3-2.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Nico Horner. To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. But they lead it 4-1. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's 2 for 2. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. There's the strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
0-1.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. The Cubbies leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering misses, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. At At the plate, Carlos Santana.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Ramirez over at first with one away. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Snap throw to first. Ramirez back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's ripped. Base hit. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Action in the pen down there. Tyson Miller appears to be getting loose. Hodge getting loose as well. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now it's going to be Angel Martinez. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, called strike. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, and the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Sabrowski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Way high there. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Workman in the box again, takes a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Andrew Walters, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Sewald also getting ready. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball inside.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now
strike.
2 balls and a strike. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Santana settles underneath it, nabs it, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyson Miller. Jhonkensy Noel getting ready to hit. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Fastball is outside. A little bit low. Ball 2. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
There's a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And that's way high. And the count is filled up. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Happ ranging back on it. And it's off the wall. Noel headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And they put up the stop sign at second.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. That clips the corner. The tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyson Miller won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now Stephen Kwan, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In there for strike one. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Late swing, foul to the left. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one fouled off.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Next pitch way upstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Rocchio stands at first with 1 out. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Full count now. Jose Ramirez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Base hit right field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. He dives, but he can't make the catch. In comes the run from third, and it's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Carlos Santana digs in now. 1 for 3. And that one is inside.
Ball, that's in.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back, pulls it in on the run. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here comes Lane Thomas. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Caleb Thielbar gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Brazier.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Angel Martinez. That's outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more.
No.
Just
Inside.
off the inside edge. And that is out of play. First and second, 2 down. And down on strikes he goes. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Guardians 5 and the Cubs 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hunter Gaddis.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Hat in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one way inside.
Ball 3.
Movement in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase up and loosening in the pen. fastball for a strike at 95. And the tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Thomas whips it in quickly. Lead runner hangs on at second as a potential tying run moves into scoring position. High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Move to second. Half dives back in safely. That one hit to right. And that's a fair ball. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 5-5.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Really important at bat coming up now.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Hunter Gaddis out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Cade Smith. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Bush. And ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that's way high. And a count 2-1. And that one finds its way through. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, no outs. And here comes Dansby Swanson. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Ball.
Suzuki over at second. Bush at first with no outs. And that's outside. And that's ball two. And a swing and a miss. Now one away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So here's Horner now. And there's a ball. One out. Runners at first and second.
Hey.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs,
swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That clips the corner. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Guardians 5. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Will Brennan. Big spot for him here. That one catches the corner for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, that got him. And that'll put the tying run on base to start the inning. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. First pitch misses. Yeah, there's the strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
So now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pat sizing this one up, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Brian Rocchio. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Pickoff move to first.
No, he's
Brennan back on a dive. holding on to a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Ryan Brazier is done. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Porter Hodge. So up next, Steven Kwan. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Outside low, and 1-1. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now looking for some 2-out magic. Most likely going to need a hit to even this thing up. As a runner on third, can have a good secondary lead, anticipate the ball in the dirt, be ready to score however you can.
Just missed. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Merriweather getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald. So up now for Chicago, Gage Workman. And that's off the inside edge, and that's ball 1. And misses inside. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3. That one in there across the letters. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Fouled off down the right side. One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
I got one ball, one strike.
Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Andrew Walters getting loose out there. Junis warming up as well.